Welcome to the final task in Spark for 2025. We're wrapping up with a crucial component, professional development for your educators. A solid PD plan is essential for a successful school improvement plan. In this section, your core team will develop a professional development plan based on one, strategies within your school improvement plan, and two, other areas outside of current strategies where professional development is a priority. To create a comprehensive PD plan, review your strategy plan report from step 4 and the core element report from module 2, core element 7, question 4. If question 4 highlighted the necessity for PD in cross-cultural situations, be sure to document those PD goals. To ensure a smooth process, consult with your exclusive representative early about the PD plan and seek their advice on staff growth support, as their endorsement will be required with a signature. Before we begin the entry of professional development, let's clarify the difference between training and professional development. Training is short-term, focusing on technical skills with immediate job impact, for instance, assessment training. Professional development is an educational process focusing on long-term growth and career development, impacting performance over time with job-embedded coaching and collaboration. We're aiming for strategic, career-focused professional development, not just training. You'll be asked about funding sources. You can find this list on the screen, listed in Step 7 as Funding Sources List. Let's get started. In Module 6, Step 7, we're going to do a demo of entering professional development goals, or PD goals. So when we get to log into Spark, get to our modules page, we're going to use the button at the top right, and we're going to click 6. That's going to take us right to Module 6, select Strategies and Plan for Implementation. So we're going to scroll down because we know that we want to go to Step 7, Enter Professional Development Goals, and we're going to click the Enter Edit icon. That will take us to the Professional Development Goals page. So in the center, under the instructions, in the center of this page, you'll notice that is the Add a Professional Development Goal link. So when you go in to add your professional development goals or your PD goals, you're going to click this Add a Professional Development Goal link. Okay, since this is a practice school, I want to scroll down on this page a little bit and show you the table for the Entered Professional Development Goals table. Once you enter professional development goals, this table will be completed. You'll have a short descriptive title. You'll have a tools column, and then you will also have the entry complete column. So this entry complete column is going to give you the date that the PD goal has been completed, or it'll tell you with a empty circle that if there are PD goals that are not completed yet. Once all of the entry is complete, dates are filled out in this column, you're going to go down and you're going to select the checkbox. All of our professional development goals have been entered, and then you would submit your professional development plan for review. So that's how the table works. So now what you're going to be doing is you're going to add a professional development goal, and every time you need to add a goal, you're going to click that link at the top. All right, so for the practice school, we're going to go ahead and go into a goal that I've already completed. So when you get to the Enter Professional Development Goal page where you enter your goals, you're going to complete a short descriptive title for your PD goal. And then you're going to complete the rest of the text boxes on this page. Now notice we're going to highlight a couple of these text boxes. So under description, we've provided a narrative description of the professional development goal. And I've also entered a link. So I've used in the green at the top of the text box, there's a green title bar, and there is a link button here. So I've used this link button to add a link to What Works Clearinghouse right here. Okay, so then as we scroll down, we're going to complete the radio buttons, and notice that under strategies, is this professional development goal linked to any strategies? When I say yes, it's going to give me a list of my strategies that I can link this to. So I'm going to say it's linked to Cognitive Tutor. So I've selected that. And then I go down and I have completed the funding source that's available, coaching and support text box. I've completed that. And then the evidence of impact. The evidence of impact text box. This is where we want to complete how will you know that you've met your professional development goal? And then what data can you collect to show that you've met your professional development goals? So we want to make sure and put good information in this text box. And again, we can link anything we want to link using this little link icon at the top. Then we'd scroll down and we complete the sustained effectiveness. So how will effectiveness be sustained over time? And then at the below that, you can see that we have the, you can also add a timeline so that your professional development is included in the calendar report. So this calendar will be a very useful tool, which we're going to explain and we're going to review it in the next video. So once this page is complete and all your text box and radio buttons are all selected, make sure that you select the entry is complete for each, again, for each of your PD goals. You need to select entry is complete. So that's going to put the date on the completion for the table in the previous page. And so once the entry is complete, we select this back to the professional development goals menu at the bottom of the page. So we're going to select this link, and that's going to take us back to the professional development goals page. So what we notice on the table now is that all of our PD goals are complete. They have an entry complete date. So now we can select all of our professional development goals have been entered. We want to select that. Once we select that, we notice that we can now submit the professional development plan for review. So we're going to click the Submit Professional Development Plan for Review. It brings us to the rubric because we want to check off that I have reviewed the rubric for this submission and believe that all rubric items have been met. So we're going to click that checkbox. We'll click Submit, and that will submit this PD for review. And it's going to take us back to our professional development page or section, right? Our steps. And we now it's time to get you ready for the exclusive representative sign off. So Indiana Code and IDOE require this support for your professional development plan. So the corporation officials should decide if it's at the building or the corporation level. And then once that's decided in step 8, this is the exclusive representative support. We've given you two different downloads that you can use. One for the signature at the building, the exclusive representative's signatures for the building level, and one for the corporation level. So once that's decided, you would select the appropriate document, and then once that document has been completed and signed by your exclusive rep, you would upload it with the upload button, and then you would submit it for review with the submit button here. So once you upload it, the great thing about this is if it's stored here, you know right where the document is should you ever need a copy in the future. Congratulations! You've completed the final task for your school improvement plan. You now have a functional plan that you can implement, modify, and track. Our next video will briefly review the reports created by your input and show you how to save and print your school improvement report and other final documents. As always, please contact me if you have any questions or need assistance.